Hello and welcome to another Saturday night edition of the Rotary Challenge. We have two more teams that are competing with us tonight. A McLennan County battle of public and private schools going on here. We have Vanguard, welcome. And we also have Midway, so welcome to them as well. This is a quarterfinal match. Here are the rules. We have round one. We have questions that we will be asking. They are assigned points. You will get points based on your correct answer. There is nothing that says you can't answer. There's no deductions if you get the wrong answer. So try at least. Then we go the lightning round where we ask a series of questions, and we'll get to more on that when we get there. And then round three is just like round one. So pretty easy to go. You have your buttons in front of you that you can press. Whoever rings in first, you will answer. If you get the wrong answer, the other team can answer. We got it? All right. Who's ready to play?
Yeah.
That is some of the most excitement I've seen in a long time on this stage. All right. Here we go. All right. This is worth 20 points. Some types are weedless, hump-shanked, snack bend, and superior musket limerick. What am I talking about? Yes.
Poetry?
Midway. No.
Rivers.
No, they're hooks. For 10 points. Bogota is a city of 2 million people and is an altitude of Bogota is a city of 2 million people and is at an altitude of 8,661 feet above sea level. It is the capital of what country?
Colombia.
No, they answered.
Colombia.
I have to see which green one is
okay.
up. So don't, just because I look at you first, don't do that. So that does go to Vanguard. For 5 points, what do you not do in a pantomime?
Speak.
Correct, you don't speak. For 5 points, dill, used for making pickles, is animal, mineral, or vegetable?
Mineral.
No,
Vegetable.
it is a vegetable, correct. All right, this is a math question. What is 5 ninths minus 2 ninths? Reduce your answer. Reduce your answer.
1/3.
1/3 is correct. For Vanguard. For 5 points, how do you spell language? Vanguard?
L-A-N-G-U-E. Wait, no, N-E.
Nope. How do you spell language?
L-A-N-G-U-A-G. I'm sorry?
You said,
L-A-N-G-U-A-G-E.
yes, you have pads of paper so you can write things out as well. For 15 points, California scientists say smoking and aspirin are typical causes of what stomach problem?
Diabetes?
No. Of which? Correct.
Ulcers.
For 5 points. Of Columbus' 3 ships, which one was not only the smallest but had the shortest name?
The Nina?
The Nina is correct. Which of the following is not a tree product? Cinnamon, silk, quinine, or
Silk.
correct. While pocket pool balls 1 to 8 are solid, what are found on balls number?
Stripes?
Stripes is correct. How do you spell inferior? Yes.
I-N-F-E-R-I-O-R.
Correct. Tehran is the capital of Iran. What city is the capital of Iraq? Yes.
Baghdad.
Baghdad is correct. What coin is it? One saved is one earned.
Penny.
Penny is correct. Do y'all use pennies?
Every now and then.
Oh, wow. All right.
Not for much
For-
longer.
Let's get a score check real quick.
Vanguard 70, Midway 10.
We have 70 to 10. Hey, we still got plenty of time. Don't worry about it. Here we go. This is for 5 points. Which planet has the longest year?
Neptune?
Neptune is correct. For 10 points, the Texas Longhorn was not developed by man, but evolved from domesticated cattle brought to Santo Domingo by a famous explorer in 1493. Who rang? There we go.
Columbus?
Can give me the full name?
Christopher Columbus?
Correct. For 10 points, this animal has an appetite for insects. Its long snout and tongue enable it.
Anteater.
Correct. What do the letters in YMCA stand for?
Your Young Men Christian Academy.
No.
Young man.
We all know that one.
Oh, Young Men's Center.
Academics.
Academics?
Young Men's Christian Association.
Right.
There we go.
Almost there.
So close. And we all know the song. And now it will not be out of your head for the rest of the night. For 5 points, what is the name for a number with a value of less than 0?
Negative.
Yes. When y'all press the button, can you move your hand so I can see where the green is? For 10 points, the potato is native to the cool upland regions of South America. It was brought to Europe, then back to the New World in the United States. Name either of the 2 states noted for their potato crop.
Idaho. And
Correct.
Fine, just need one.
You just need one. For 5 points, what is the word that describes the love and support of a person for his country?
Patriot.
Tism.
Tism.
You had it right, patriotism. I heard ism come in there. Most addresses on the envelope have a minimum of how many lines?
3.
Correct. 3 is correct. That was for 5 points. Let's get a score check real quick.
Vanguard 105, Midway 25.
105 to 25. This one's a real hard one. 5 points. Where's the Eiffel Tower?
Paris.
Yes.
I was supposed to explain.
For 20 points, they committed suicide rather than surrender to the Roman legion that would have enslaved them or killed them anyway.
Caesar.
No. They were the 960 defendants of what ancient Jewish fortress?
Jerusalem.
No. Masada. For 5 points, what season is created from the most direct rays from the sun?
Summer.
Correct. For 5 points, what is the name for the mathematical sentence that uses the equal symbol?
Equation.
Correct. For 20 points, can you name the modern poet who, according to a publisher's note, was the terror of typesetters, an enigma to book reviewers, in part because he avoided capital letters? That would be E.E. Cummings. E.E. Cummings. And 10 points, what is an enigma?
Quandary.
A mystery.
That I
Rat.
have to take the first one.
a mystery.
Correct. For 5 points, what do people usually have on their backs when they free fall?
Parachute.
Correct. That was for Midway. And very aggressive, may I add. All right, 10. Finland is the Scandinavian country above which we probably hear the least. Can you name either of the countries that are Finland's neighbors to the east?
Denmark and Russia. Wait, no, it's Sweden and Russia.
Nope.
Sweden and Russia.
Correct.
Evil.
5 points. How do you spell delicious?
Delicious.
Correct. All right, just under 2 minutes to go. Can we get a score check real quick?
Vanguard 125, Midway 50.
All right, 125 to 50. So we made some headway there. For 10 points, what Batman villain played by Burgess Meredith in the 1960s TV series usually toted an umbrella?
Joker.
No. Penguin was correct. All right, this is a math one. What is 10% of 90% of 100?
1/9.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
1/9.
Huh?
1/9.
No.
It's 1 or 9.
No, you said 1 first. It is 9. 5. If your sister and her husband had a baby boy, what relation would the baby be to you?
Nephew.
Nephew is correct. What is the term used to describe the time it takes for the Earth to rotate completely?
Revolution.
More specific, it's called a what?
A year.
No.
A day.
A day is correct. For 5 points, what document stated the reasons for the desire of the American colonies?
Declaration of Independence.
Correct. And for 5 points, in which reference book would you find the pronunciation of the word kilometer?
A dictionary.
Correct. For 10 points, name the capital of Denmark.
Copenhagen.
Correct. How many cuts must a carpenter make in a 12-foot board to cut it into 3 equal parts?
Sorry, 2.
Correct. All right. For 5 points, how many wonders of the ancient world were there?
7.
Correct. For 10 points, maybe real men don't eat quiche, but real quiz players can spell quiche. How do you spell it?
Q-U-I-C-H-E.
What'd you say?
Q-U-I-C-H-E.
That is correct, and that is the end of round 1. And let's get the score from our judges.
Vanguard 180, Midway 55.
180 to 55, but the lightning round can change everything in a hurry. We've seen that happen before, and we will have that right after this.
At Daniel Stark, we work hard. If you're a true Texan, working hard comes with the territory.
Here you go, Danny.
True Texan right here.
We train hard. Winning, it doesn't come easy. You have to practice, you have to commit.
And we lawyer hard. Good thing, too. You need a law firm that gets to know your unique story and what it takes to help you get your life back to normal. Daniel Stark, we lawyer hard.
Welcome back to the Rotary Challenge, where we have an excellent match going on in McLennan County battle here. We have Vanguard and Midway. If we can get the score real quick to update the folks.
Vanguard 180, Midway 55.
So we have 180 to 55, but the lightning round can change things pretty quickly around here. I'm going to state 3 categories to you guys. You'll get to go first. Remember, you need to listen. What they don't answer or get correct, that you'll have a chance to answer it. So I'm going to give you 3 things here that y'all can do. You can do the oboe, starts with the letter M, or ends with the letter X.
Yes. We'll do starts with letter M.
Yeah.
Starts with the letter M. All right, put 1 minute on the clock. And here we go. This phrase transition, the opposite of freezing, occurs when a solid turns into a liquid.
Melting.
Melting.
Yep. This state led from Lansing has a lower peninsula and an upper peninsula.
Pass.
This prophet led the Israelites out of Egypt and parted the Red Sea.
Moses.
Correct. This unit of distance is equivalent to 63,360 inches.
Meters.
No. This poet who went blind wrote Paradise Lost.
Milton.
Huh?
Milton.
Correct. This eponymous communication system uses 2 dashes to represent the letter M.
Pass.
Shakespeare play whose characters include Banquo and Fleance.
Merchant of Venice.
No. This doubly eponymous test can classify people into 16 different personality types, including ENFP and ISTJ.
Pass.
All right, so we didn't get to 9 and 10. You got 3 of them right. So here we go. You can steal here.
Michigan?
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
This state, led from Lansing, has a lower peninsula and upper peninsula.
Michigan.
Hey, yes, we got that one right. This unit of distance is equivalent to 63,300. Correct. This eponymous communication system uses 2 dashes
Morse
to
code?
represent. Huh?
Morse code?
That's correct. Shakespeare play whose characters include Banquo and Fleance. If I hope I'm saying that right. Huh?
Macbeth.
Yep. This doubly eponymous test can classify people into 60.
Myers-Briggs.
Myers-Briggs.
Type indicator.
Type indicator. Bam! All right, we had a steal correct on that. What's the new score, judges?
Oh, yeah. Vanguard 230 and Midway 85.
230 to 85. 230 to 85. So we have words ending the letter X or the oboe for you, Vanguard.
Letter X, please.
Man, we cannot do the oboe thing. No one wants to do an oboe.
Do it first round.
Oboe.
My son does. All right.
Well, he chose wrong.
Words that end in the letter X for 1 minute. Here we go. The smallest positive integer whose name ends in X.
6.
Yep. The IRS is in charge of its income variety.
Tax.
First name of Formula One driver Verstappen.
Max.
Cereal that's for kids,
Tricks.
according to river in the Greek underworld on which
Sticks.
pointy-eared wildcat genus. Scientific term for a tailbone.
Pelvics?
No. Flour-based mixture used to thicken sauces in French cooking.
Sue.
No. Greek goddess of the night.
Nix.
Nix.
Okay. Device to hold the business person's contract cards.
Box.
No. All right, that was 10 questions. Y'all did well, but still we have 3 that need to be answered for Midway. And here we go. Scientific term for the tailbone.
Coccyx.
That is correct. Flour-based mixture used to thicken sauces in French cooking.
Stalls.
It's a roux.
I knew that.
Device to hold a business person's contact cards. Never used probably anymore.
Facts. Facts.
No, it's a Rolodex. Y'all know what a Rolodex is? Oh, yes. Ancient things, I'm sure.
I used to have one of those. I don't know where it went.
Exactly. And that's, I think, how most people feel. All right, so that's the end of the lightning round. Let's get our score, please.
Vanguard 300, Midway 95.
395, but it's not over. There's still one more round, and there's still 20-point questions in that round, and we'll have that right after this.
The deals are real at Colleen Auto. We have just the Ford you're looking for. Trucks, SUVs, or something in between. Come check out our amazing, newly built and open Colleen Hyundai store. Find a sleek Volkswagen at Colleen Volkswagen. We have over 300 used to choose at Colleen Certified, including many options under 20 grand. Ford, Hyundai, Volkswagen, or used, the deals are real at Colleen Auto. ColeenAuto.com.
All right, we're back for round 3 in this Rotary Challenge quarterfinal match. And before we get to round 3, let's get to know some of our teams here. We do have Vanguard, and introduce yourself and say why you like to be on the Rotary Challenge.
I'm Patrick Nielsen, and I just find trivia really interesting. It's just great to know things.
I agree.
My name is Aria Cleveland, and I like to see what I know.
My name is Luke Davis, and I enjoy just working as a team together to figure out.
A team player, a team player.
My name is Sam Hunt, and I just like learning new things and getting to practice with them during lunch.
All right, keeps the brain sharp, keeps the brain sharp. And then we have Midway over here. Midway, welcome to you, and introduce yourself and why you like to do the Rotary Challenge.
I'm Stella Davison. I'm here to have a good time.
My name's Hazel Davison, and I'm here to also have a good time.
Are you sisters?
We're twins.
Twins, yeah.
I have twins too. Did you know that?
No.
But they're boy-girl twins.
I'm Gabriella Gonzalez, and I just wanted to try a new experience and be with the people that I have fun with.
Oh, I'm Jaden Harris, and I just wanted to learn new things.
And learn new things you shall. I learn new things on the Rotary Challenge every year. When I get these questions, I'm like, I either forgot that or, hey, maybe I'm learning something new. So definitely a good thing to do here. And let's get our score real quick once again, see what we have to do in round 3. I think Midway needs to do a little catching up, judges.
Just
We have
maybe.
Vanguard with 300 and Midway at 95.
300 to 95. So you're saying there's a chance. There's always a chance.
Always a chance.
All right. Let's get on to round 3. Here we go. For 5 points, people who leave one country to come into.
Immigrant.
Yep. What term is used to indicate the amount of surface inside a plane figure or on a.
Area?
Correct. For 5 points, name this instrument used to check breathing and heartbeat.
EEG.
No.
Stethoscope.
Stethoscope. For 5 points, if the sender of an invitation wants you to let him know if you.
You RSVP.
Correct. What kind of an alarm is found in every school?
Fire alarm.
Correct. For 5 points, matter is anything that has mass and takes
Takes up space.
Yep. For 5 points, what does a real estate agent sell?
Land.
Land and houses.
Land and houses is correct. What name is used for a short form of writing a word?
A contraction.
No.
Abbreviation.
Abbreviation is correct. Three presidents continued to perform valuable public service after their terms in the White House. What offices did these men hold? These are 10 points apiece. So this is all kind of lumped together here. John Quincy Adams. What public office did he have before? No.
Secretary.
He was a U.S. representative. Andrew Johnson.
Senate.
He
Senator.
was a senator, correct. William Howard Taft.
Congressman.
Chief Justice. Okay, that was just those 3 questions. We're out of that now. So for 5 points, name the world's largest continent.
Asia.
Asia is correct. How do you spell congratulate?
CONGRATULATE.
Correct. For 5 points, give the term for a person trained to diagnose and treat illness in animals.
Veterinarian.
Veterinarian. For 5 points, if bananas cost 98 cents, I want to know where those bananas are, a pound, how much is a bunch of bananas weighing 8 ounces?
Oh, sorry.
Y'all have an answer, Midway?
40. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah.
If bananas cost 98 cents a pound, how much is a bunch of bananas weighing 8 ounces?
About 32. Sorry.
Go ahead.
You go.
Go ahead.
About 46 cents.
Oh, 49 cents. So close, so close. If a quintet is singing, how many people are performing?
5.
Correct. For 5 points, beavers slap what on the water to warn others of danger?
Their tail.
Their tails. For 15 points, to what beverage did Pasteur first apply his...
Milk.
Huh?
Milk.
No. Pasteur first applied his principle of pasteurization.
Water.
Wine. For 15 points, what is the portable instrument in which bellows drive air over reeds?
A bagpipe.
No.
An oboe.
No, it's an accordion, but I like the answer there. For 5 points, what command did Ali Baba use to move the boulder in front of the cave?
Open sesame.
Open sesame. What nation sold Alaska to the United States?
Russia.
Yep. That was a 10-point question. Let's get a check on our score here.
Vanguard 370, Midway 125.
370 to 125. All right. We have 4 minutes left for 20 points. A secondary or multiple image resulting from the reflection of a transmitted television signal is called what?
Static.
No.
After image? After image?
It's a ghost. How do you spell population?
Population.
Correct. For 5 points, what other line besides latitude is the...
Longitude.
Correct. What is the opposite of accept?
Deny.
Decline.
Another word?
Reject.
Can we? Yeah. We'll take that. How many sides does a pentagon have?
5.
Does the word strata refer to fault, layer, rock, or mineral?
Rock.
No.
Layer.
Layer is correct. For 5 points, what is the direction finding instrument which shows the position of the map?
Compass.
Yes. What is the world's highest mountain?
Mount Everest.
Correct. That is correct. There's one under the Pacific, though. That's okay. What do we call a legal ending to a marriage?
A divorce.
Correct. That's 5 points. Let's get another check on the score here.
Vanguard at 395, Midway at 140.
395 to 140. Let's keep asking questions. For 5 points, what title is associated with the wife of the United States President?
First lady.
Yep. Santiago is the capital of Chile. What is the...
Buenos Aires.
No. What is the capital of Brazil?
Rio de Janeiro.
No. No, you wanted Brasilia.
Sam knew that one.
Okay. A cape is a headland or prominent point of land projecting into a body of water. I will describe 4 capes, and for 10 points each, you name them. A hook-shaped peninsula on the coast of Massachusetts.
The Cape Cod.
Cape Cod is correct. The southern tip of Africa.
Cape of Good Hope.
No.
Cape of South Africa.
Cape Horn. A cape that lies about 100 miles northwest of the southern tip of Africa.
Cape of Good Hope.
Mm-hmm. The proximity off North Carolina. Oh, promontory. Sorry. the promontory off North Carolina? Sorry, that was my bad.
North Carolina Promontory.
No.
Cape Verde?
No, Cape Hatteras.
Oh.
All right, we're done with that. So that was 4. Let's get a score.
We have 430 for Vanguard, 140.
430, 130. Okay. So we have 1 minute left for 5 points. What name is given to the home in which bees live?
Beehive.
A hive. Name the prophet who baptized Jesus Christ.
John the Baptist.
The Colorado River cuts through the Colorado Plateau to form the Grand Canyon in what state?
Arizona.
How long did Sleeping Beauty sleep?
100 years.
Yep. For 5 points, an aircraft having 2 sets of wings is called what?
Biplane?
Yes. For 20 points, what sentence on tags attached to pillows has become the object of many a joke?
Do not remove.
Under,
Under warranty.
we need the whole full.
Do not remove under any circumstances.
No, do not remove under penalty of law, because we're all going to get attorneys on that. All right, and the last question for 15 points. What would be 33 feet tall if it were filled with water instead of mercury?
Thermometer?
No.
No idea.
Can you repeat the question?
What would be 33 feet tall if it were filled with water instead of mercury?
Nope.
That would be a barometer, All right, that is the end of our game. And I think Vanguard is the winner, judges.
Vanguard 445, Midway 140.
All right, Vanguard, you are headed to the semifinals. Congratulations to you. Midway, you can come back next year. This is not the end of the road at all. So thank you for being here. I'm glad for your enthusiasm. I'm glad for y'all's enthusiasms too. This was a great quarter match. Now it's time to get to the semifinals. That will be coming up in the coming Saturdays here on 25 ABC. Hopefully we can whittle these things down and get to our champion. And who will it be this time? We'll just have to wait and see. But thank you for joining us on this Saturday night. We'll see you again next week.